Hey there, YouTube farmers. I want to do a really quick tutorial on how to put together our flowers for gratitude bouquets. So this is what they'll eventually look like. And the steps to getting these together means starting out with the tulips. So the tulips will be in the cooler, wilted, looking like they're dead. But don't worry, we need to condition them before you put this bouquet together. So what you want to do is basically slice through this bulb and remove it. But what we want to do is make sure we keep that stem. That one little inch of stem is going to be important, because what we want to do now is take off the very bottom, and you may want to take off any damaged leaves we take off, but generally I will lose the lower leaf. Carefully tear this off, and immediately goes into a bucket of water. And you want to do this about a day before these are assembled, so they'll hydrate and perk up so they look like this. All right, so that's what you do with the tulips. And then we have the greenery. This is California bay laurel, and they've already been kind of prepped like this, so pretty much it just stays as is. And then you've got different branches to work with, and these need to be cut down so we can get multiple pieces out of them. And what you want from these are basically 1 foot long pieces. So I see a piece here that's about 1 foot long. I'm gonna cut it there. This guy, that's about 1 foot long piece. I'm gonna cut it right there. And then piece here. You get the idea. Work your way up until you're left with the 1 foot piece on top. So about like that. Actually, I can probably do one more. It's a little under 1 foot, but you get the idea. And then from this point, let's say you've got a stem like this, you can basically break this down further. See, that's about 1 foot by itself, so we'll clip it. So what you're left with are these pieces that will be part of the bouquet. Here's a little piece, and that's kind of awkward there, and that's by itself. We may just keep this and toss that one. Okay? I'm going to show this to you again because each stem is going to be a little bit different. See, that's about 1 foot right there. Cut above where it starts. About 1 foot there. Cut. And I could probably do that with this. One more. Alright, so then you got these bunches ready to go, so you can assemble your arrangement. All right, so the actual construction of it, so let's say all your tulips are magically hydrated. We're gonna do basically 5 tulips, so you can mix and match of all purple or all gold or a mixture of the two. There's also a few daffodils that are in the bunch that were harvested that you can use. But basically, all we wanna do, so I'm going to start. There's going to be 2 ways to do this. The simplest way is what we call the Miss America bouquet. So the way it starts is you're going to lay this on the table. You're going to put some greenery over it, and basically you're going to lay your tulips on top. So what it's going to look like is something like this. So someone can cradle it like a little baby. All right, and then what you want to do is make sure they're all the same length. So I basically use the tulips end here as the marker for the length of stem, and then we're gonna wrap them. So first, rubber band. Gather. Try to keep it together. Okay. Then for the wrap, we have 2 options, but before we do that, I'm going to show you the other way of putting this together. And that's basically taking all 5 tulips together in a bunch like this. And we're going to do the stems going around the bouquet. Just a few 4 or 5 little pieces like that. And then the greenery, since it's only just one, we can leave it out. Or if you want to use more greenery, you can basically, put it all around. I'm gonna leave it up for this demonstration. So it's beautiful like that by itself. So rubber band. Set that aside, and then we'll prepare the wrap. So we have two options for the wrapping. You can use a lunch bag like this, and what you want to do is basically cut out the bottom, and so we'll have a sheet of paper. Or you can take a white piece of paper. This is about a foot wide, 12 to 15 inches wide in the big roll. And what you want to do with this large piece is we're going to get two pieces out of it. So you're going to fold it in half and cut it. Right, so then you have two pieces to work with. Set that aside. And for the lunch bag, what I do is basically cut around the bottom, all around, just to get it off. I know it's a little tedious to do, but I actually like the look of the paper bag better than the white. So the bottom just kind of comes off like that. And what you want, basically, is you're left with a tube, and you find where it connects, and we want to carefully separate it. So you have a piece like that. So this is one option, and then this is the other. And I'll show you how to wrap the bouquets together. Alright, so here's how we wrap our bouquet. We're gonna fold our single sheet here, so you're gonna have two peaks, like so. Let's see if we can get this on. Two mountains, like this. So one mountain peak, but I'll show you what this end looks like. So you can see how we folded it. Yeah? So then what you want to do is take this peak, and that's going to be the top. You're going to lay your bouquet there, so it's sort of still sticking up above the tulips. And what you want to do is basically fold it over like that, tuck it in, and just roll. Okay? So then you've got your bouquet right there. And all we do is take a piece of bind wire, which I don't have with me right now, but anyway, it's basically a paper with wire in it, and then we're gonna basically tie it just to secure the paper, and then we'll put the label on, and you're done. Right, the second option is the lunch bag. Again, we took the bottom off, laid it out, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get the two peaks, fold it like that, one peak, that kind of sticks out a little bit there. We're gonna look at the first peak, grab our bouquet. So kind of sticks up just a little above the tulips there, and then we just tuck and wrap. Okay, and then cinch it down just a little bit. It's a little smaller piece than the white piece of paper, but then look at that, nice little presentation. Yes, and then got the little bind wire here. All we do is secure the piece of paper with the bind wire. You twist it carefully. You can make a little curly cue, make it all cute, and then somewhere along there we're gonna put the sticker, and we're all set. Okay, so there it is.